Hi, everyone. I'm Sandy,
And I'm Stacey.
and we're the
The
Fashion
Fashion
Girls. So, it's been a long time, Stace.
Yeah, it has.
Um, I guess, first of all, we need
As
to,
we always say, it's life.
we need to apologize
Yeah.
that we didn't want to let all you guys down. We needed a long, extended break.
Yeah.
Um, we weren't quite sure on how we wanted this uh channel to go, what we wanted to accomplish. And we feel like that doing the subscription boxes, they were so repetitious. We were getting bored with our channel. And so you know we just needed to take a break to see exactly where we wanted to go with the channel. As we always say, the channel, of course, is under my name, Sandra Myers, um, but we do call ourselves the Fashion Girls, which our channel was basically designed as a lifestyle channel. We do from clothing to everywhere in between, and I know we've said this before. So we just felt like it was going nowhere. And we said, you know what? Let's take a break um, and see what we want to do with it. Life got in the way. Um, not a lot, not bad things, just that, it was coming up on my first craft show. And I was doing soap. I was getting so stressed out. I wasn't a nice person to be around. And then summer came up, and um, my sister moved down last year. She was staying with us, and I called in my brother-in-law for 30 some years, stayed with us, and I say that because that's how long they've been together. They weren't, they didn't get married. They didn't feel like they needed the piece of paper to get married. And so we went through the summer. I was a little busy with my grandkids and my new grandson Spencer, who now, I can't believe it, on Tuesday is turning 1 year old already.
Yes.
My little darling. And my other two grandkids are really growing up fast, so that took precedence. And then I decided we needed a break, and we said we weren't going anywhere on vacation this year. Well, had a hankering to go back. I didn't say I was going back to Disney because we needed a break from Disney. Well, I did a trip while Stacy was in bed one morning, and I said, guess what? We're going to Disney. We're only going to go. It's going to be quick. We're only going to go for like 6 days, 6.5 days, because, the day of traveling would have been 7, between the going down and back. So I said, it's gonna be a quick 6 day trip. Okay. And I want to go to the Food and Wine Festival and Magic Kingdom and just rest the rest of the days and maybe play miniature golf or do things we haven't done down there before. Okay. So we had it scheduled for August, what, Stacy, was it the 21st, 26th,
26th,
26,
I
27,
think.
28, 29, 30, 31, August 26th. And we were coming back. We were supposed to come back, um, I believe the 31st or something like that. Okay, so as you all well know, the hurricane was impending.
Mm-hmm.
And so we knew that. And I talked to my brother-in-law that lives on the west coast of Florida. And he said, I don't think it's going to hit like Orlando and all that. I think you'll be fine. Okay, everything went fine flying down, you know, a little delay flying down, which kind of goofed up our connection. Make a long story short, we made it down there. The next day we had a wonderful day with my brother-in-law and sister-in-law.
Yeah.
It was Monday of that week.
I think it's the best Magic Kingdom day we've had in a
We
long
at we
time.
literally we don't do this often, but we actually stayed there all
Day.
day. We went, I think, for like 9 in the morning, 9, 10-ish in the morning. And we met my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, and they left about around 1. Only because when my brother-in-law says he's going to put storm shutters up, um, or whatever, or get things prepared a little bit, that kind of scares me because nothing scares my brother-in-law so much like that. They've been down there a long time, probably over 30 years. They've been down there. And that kind of bothered me. But when they left, we decided, what the heck? We were so energized to be there. It was a gorgeous day. It wasn't hot. It wasn't super hot or anything. It was over that 100-degree weather at that point in
Mhm.
time. And we stayed there all day until after the fireworks, and then we had a wonderful day. Well, then Tuesday it started getting into the my sinuses were bothering me a little bit, and then it got into the hurricane. Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday, I had to make the decision. They were telling us we flew with Frontier. Frontier only goes out like what, twice a week?
Yes.
Okay. They told us the last flight for the week until Sunday was probably not going to go out because of the hurricane. They were moving all the planes out of the airport. So what I did was booked. I had to book 3 more days, so I booked it with All Star Music. We stayed at Coronado Springs, and I'll tell you that little quick story. When I booked the trip, everything was supposed to be at All Star Music. Then about 3 weeks later, I got what they call pixie dusted. And here they were pixie dusting all of these people for this trial program to see if they would bite at the offer. And the offer was for only $58 more. Only $58 more for the whole 6 days. We could upgrade to one of the other resorts, which was Caribbean Beach, Coronado Springs, Pop Century. I always wanted to stay at Coronado Springs. I always just wanted to stay there once to see if I would like it. So we took the upgrade for like $58 and we upgraded to Coronado Springs. So we were there only for 6 days and then we had to leave because guess what? They canceled our flight, which we knew was going to happen, and we had to stay 3 more days at music, which was fine because then Disney gave us a park day, and they gave us one of the 3 nights free money back, like a credit back. Okay, so it was a pretty good deal. Stacey, you're going out
Oh,
of it. Okay,
sorry.
so which was fine, but we had to stay 3 more days in order for us to fly out. Our tickets then weren't good until Sunday. So we didn't have a choice. We had to stay and until Sunday.
However,
So there.
I'm going to interrupt her for
That's
just a
fun,
second.
Stacy.
You know, it, I do have to say, though, Coronado Springs is very nice. It's a very nice resort. However, if you're staying with somebody disabled, handicapped, in a wheelchair that needs assistance, and we'll explain why in a minute, especially with the hurricane, stay in the tower. That's the best option for you.
It's a big
It's
resort.
a big resort. And not only that, uh, she ended up with the big C that we found out later. And I was the food runner and the hurricane in the mix.
Now that happened a day before we were getting ready to leave.
Yes.
So as Stacy was saying, we weren't feeling well. We were only because we were having sinus issues before we went. It was just the summer allergies. So we didn't think anything of it. So like the day before we were getting ready to leave is when we really started to feel lousy. And we actually went over to Disney Springs. We we were feeling okay to go out, but we went over to Disney Springs. and we were walking around Winnan Basin, and she said to me, um, "Guess what, Mom? Like, we're in here. Can you smell these bath bombs?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, a little bit." I said, "But my nose is all stuffed up." And she goes, "I can't smell anything." Now, Stacy didn't have the big C before at all, ever, which she was
Mhm.
really good because I was always worried with her asthma and the stroke issue and all of that. Okay, so after that, I'm like, okay, maybe you're just stuffed up, you know. So we went back to the room and everything, and the next day we were coming home, and she started feeling really lousy on the plane. So we did wear masks coming back because then I'm like, it's a possibility. So we wore masks. So, if we did have it, we didn't want to infect anybody. So we were wearing masks, came back home. I didn't take a test because at that point in time, when I took her test and she showed positive, I was pretty sick. I knew I was positive. I didn't even have to take a test. Now, this is the second time I've had it, but it's that new is it BA14 or whatever. They told us it
Mhm.
was that one. They only do over counter stuff, plenty of fluids, plenty of rest. That's it. I will have to say, I was pretty sick for 2 days in bed. After that, I I did bounce back pretty good. And I was surprised Stacy bounced back really well. So she must have a really good immune system. And I was so happy because she already has nebulizers here at home, and she was taking breathing treatments. And I think that's what saved her from getting worse. And we didn't take remdesivir or anything like that.
Mhm.
Um, Within a week, we were fine. We had to be because my sister was getting married. Okay. Um, my now brother-in-law, which I always called my brother-in-law anyway, asked her uh, the end of July to get married. He said he wanted to get married. He's getting older in life, and he said, "Let's get married and just do it already." You know. And so we were trying to throw the vacation together, the wedding together, which wasn't big. It was a nice wedding in the park. So in the park where we live down here in Bloomsburg, the park is located by the Susquehanna River. It was a beautiful fall day. We all wore just simple sunflower dresses, cowgirl boots, like cowboy boots, sunflower dresses. If she lets me, I will post a picture later on sometime. I'll have to ask her permission, obviously, um, because there's children involved, and I'm not a big fan of that. But I could put one in of me and my sister and my brother-in-law and Stacy or whatever. But anyway, it was a very nice event, so we had to be fine, you know. So that's the kind of thing we're dealing with. And then after that, which I was not feeling well, the next day after that was my fall craft show that I always do. We got a really bad storm that night, the night before. Actually, the day of the wedding, it was the night before. Knocked a lot of power out in the venue where we were having the craft show, which is huge venue. Um, and they still had the craft show. They got everything straightened out. However, I wasn't filling up the park, believe me. I was so tired. I was exhausted all the time. I bounced back for about 2.5 weeks. We have a big fair here called the Bloomsburg Fair. I bounced back. Um, Stacy bounced back. Right after the fair, which was the end of September, I got sick. And I'm thinking, is it the big C that it's after effects? Well, I got a chest cold that I literally just started feeling good this week. I got a chest cold for about 3.5 weeks or more. It's going on since the end of the fair. So it's actually about 4 weeks almost a month. I had a chest cold so bad that it was heaviness on my chest, between my shoulder blades, the whole 9 yards. It started out with a runny nose, sniffles, running back down the back of my throat. Cough was horrendous. It sounded like I had a cough where I was smoking for all my life, which I never did in my life. It was horrible. So I just got done taking a Z pack, and as you can tell now, I feel wonderful. Again, tired, no energy. I couldn't, as far as
Mhm.
taking care of Stacy, that's about all I could get done. And when I wasn't, I was resting. I didn't go anywhere. There was like a week would go by and the car wouldn't even be moved. We were getting groceries in from Walmart, and it was bad. I didn't, you know.
Speaking of groceries, because I want to open this thing. These things are awesome. I love the
They're the
white
little
chocolate.
Debbie Christmas
They're
trees.
little Debbie Christmas trees. I'll show
Okay,
you
so
about.
enough of all that. So as you can tell, this is what's been going on with this. So
Yummy.
yeah, Stacy and her cakes. So back to our channel. So I'm sorry that was a long drawn out thing, but I just wanted to let you know why we weren't on. Okay, it's just been totally crazy.
Yes, it has.
So what I'm doing today is, besides Stacy eating, I thought I would do a video. Stacy doesn't feel like changing clothes today. And again, as far as boxes, we have been getting Stitch Fix boxes. Right now, all of my clothing that I've been buying, which is very little, because number one, all of these subscription boxes got really expensive. And
Hmm.
number two, there's things that, wow, I unpack these boxes, I put them in an envelope and ship it right back. I don't even try them on.
I can't afford
Yeah.
$75 jeans.
Well, I mean, it's just not that point. It's the point where they're getting these clothes from. I don't know. So, I got a couple pieces. Okay, but what I'm going to do today for you, because Stacy doesn't want to try anything on today, we just want to let you know what's been going on with us. We didn't mean to abandon you. We are putting together a video with some pictures on from Disney that we took, some beautiful flowers and things and different things. It'll take me a little while to put the video on because they changed video editor on me on my computer, and I have to learn how to do this all over again. Um, so we just wanted to do this simple video for you. Okay. But what I'm going to do today is I pulled out with the winter season coming. I'll show you the outfit that I have on. All of the pieces that I'm going to show you today are from all different places. They're from Amazon. They're from Amazon. Amazon Wardrobe. Uh, they're from Stitch Fix or Walmart or so. What I'm going to show you today is simple sweaters. There's the staples that I wear this time of the year. Simple sweaters, um, like jeans, leggings, a pair of simple leggings that you should have as a staple in your wardrobe. The pair of little boots that I wear. I'm not going to go in through all of the shoes that I have because I have a couple pairs of boots. That will be another video. I'll do another video just with my shoes. And I like boots. I'll show you the cowboy boots I bought, and they're not expensive. I'll be honest with you. I buy outside of sneakers that I buy at Skechers. I buy all of my shoes at, is it the shoe department?
Hmm.
There's a store next to us. It's called the shoe department, and that's where I buy most of my shoes, boots. Um, that's what I get there at the shoe department, and they really have good prices. So, um, you know, I have a sweater I just ordered today from Maurice's. Stacy and I ordered the same sweater, and
Hmm.
there's a sweater in there I'm going to show you that we also have the same sweater. Um, and it can be worn now, not just for the holidays.
I like to be twins at Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm a
I'm
kid at
doing a
heart.
craft show on November 18th, and it's at our local church, and it's a big winter fest. And we usually wear the same sweaters or something. We're hoping it's going to be chilly, so we can wear. We bought sweaters with little Nordic dancing reindeer
Hmm.
across here. Um, and we just ordered them from Maurice's. In fact, the sweater I'm going to show you, that's you can start wearing now if you want to, and you can the reindeer too. But the reindeer are more a Christmassy sweater. But no, don't.
No.
Well, I'll show them. No, we'll keep them in
Okay.
suspense.
Okay.
So, um, I'm just gonna go through a couple pieces of what I'm gonna do as my staples, my go-to staples of what I wear now. Okay, until we can get some more videos done. Now, next week we're going to Lancaster on Wednesday. We're only going overnight because Thursday she has her shots at Hershey Medical Center, and it's not a fun day for her. So we will try and take some fall pictures in Lancaster for you, and show you. We'll take a little video of some of the outlet stores that are there that that are around. We'll see what we can do for you. We go to Kitchen Kettle Village. I get my jams and jellies. Um, we have to be careful in Lancaster because there's a lot of places they don't like you to film.
Maybe we can do a day in the life of fashion girls when we're in Lancaster, what we do on
Yeah, what we
vacation.
do on vacation. So, we might do something like that. Okay. So, I hope all of my wonderful subscribers, I hope all of you are doing well. I hope that you had a wonderful summer. I know it was extremely warm. It was a tough summer. Uh, and I hope everything's well with you. And now with Thanksgiving coming up already, wow, like it's crazy that the holidays are coming up already. Who would even think, you know? Um,
I just bought my first Christmas present. How
yeah,
about that?
I didn't buy any yet. Okay, and I'm working on some projects for the craft show. In fact, I'll show you one. They all have their own little personalities. These are on wood I'm painting on, and it's a Santa Claus, and it says believe. I'm sorry, I know it's backwards. I know, but I'm on the computer, but it does say believe, and my Santa Clauses all have their own little personalities. See, there's him, and then if I put them together, you see the different personalities they have? And then there's this little guy. He has his little personality. So I'm making some of them for the craft show, and I'll show you some more when I get a chance. Um, in and pictures and things like that. Um, I That's another thing I'm trying to revamp is I'm going to revamp my business after about almost 13 years. I've been making soap, and the name is Farm Country Soap. I think I already changed it on Facebook, but I think I'm going to cut down on the soap. It's very stressful, very, very stressful. Cut down on the soap making. I'll make some, and I'm going back to my painting again. I enjoyed that much more. It's so much more relaxing. I've been crocheting, which is relaxing. By the way, when I get a chance, I'll get it out for you and show you. I won first place on like a cardigan slash vest at the Bloomsburg Fair. And I was so happy. I was crying because
Yep,
I
she
never
was.
won anything. I won on my paintings, but I've never won anything that I crocheted or knitted at that fair. It was too much competition. And I think they told me what they liked about it was the color, which is called sea coral, that they loved about it. So, and I won a blue ribbon, and I'll show you the ribbon's still hanging on it. So, I'll
Mm.
show you that. So, okay, so that's it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on pause, and we're going to go into my bedroom. And I have all the sweaters that I want to show you laying out on the bed and pieces that we can put together. Um, and show you what my staples are, my go-to staples for this time of the year now that the weather's changing and all of that because it hasn't been too cold to to wear. I'm usually hot, so I don't put a coat on this time of the year. Sometimes, especially if I'm just running out of the car
No.
into the store, whatever. And we'll get to the coat situation and shoe situation, and we'll do other videos just on stuff like that. I do have a Stitch Fix coming that I'll
I
probably do a
also have a
video
Stitch
on, and she
Fix.
has
Yep.
one. So we'll do ones on that. Okay. All right. So if you just hold on, I will be back in my bedroom with a lot of the staples of clothing that I like to wear this time of the year. Okay. So hang on and I'll be right back.